Hi guys, this is a really brief video on how to break habits, and a lot of our habits can be centered around numbing emotions, distraction, trying to suppress an emotion that may be coming up for you. And a big one for a lot of us is our habits around food and eating, and our perceptions around what we eat and what we think is good for us. So coming from a personal training background, I was definitely into the protein hype. A lot of the time I mainly only ate protein, and yes, I'm speaking animal protein, and little or no fruit or vegetables. So 3 years ago, completely changing my routine and my way of thinking up, and that all began with fasting. Now, fasting has many health benefits, which I'm sure you've all heard of and seen across the internet. But fasting's also amazing for actually challenging yourself, getting out of your comfort zone, and just seeing how powerful your body is at healing itself with nothing or very little. So fasting is an amazing way to actually break habits and to also bring awareness around why you're eating, when you're eating, and what you're feeling when you're eating. I speak to a lot of people and I ask them, how do you feel after you eat? And the typical response is, yeah, I feel fine. Yeah, but what are you really feeling, and why? And more importantly, what were you feeling before you reached for that thing to eat? Was it an emotion that you were trying to suppress? Was it frustration? Was it sadness? Was it stress? Was it unsettledness, this kind of uncertainty bubbling up in you? When you can catch yourself and you can recognize the emotion and just sit with it, this is when you get to actually move through and surpass those habits and break those patterns to actually create some really congruent behavior in terms of getting you where you desire to be. So for me, typically, I definitely always recommend starting with intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is easy, it's accessible, it doesn't feel out of reach, and for a lot of you, you're probably already doing it, which is awesome, unknowingly doing it. So an intermittent fast is typically 15 to 16 hours without any food. So from the last meal at dinner time to the next day. This is a great starting point to incorporate every single day. When you feel comfortable with this, stretch it out. See how you feel doing a longer fast. See how you feel doing citrus cleanses to really pull and detox from the body. I'm not going to go into lots of detail about the different kinds of fasting. I would love to hear from you guys in terms of what fasting you've been playing with, what fasting you're interested in hearing about. But fasting, the many benefits, your physical body is only one aspect and element. The other element is definitely the mental and emotional component that goes with that. And that's a real big player. When your mind, your body, your spirit is all in alignment and is aware and awake to what the other elements are doing, that is when life gets to feel light, gets to feel fun, and gets to flow. So definitely my preference is to feel light, not to numb, and stay connected and stay present and calm when eating. So for all of you out there who were always told to slow down when eating as a child, it was for a reason. What are you trying to fill? What void, what hole are you trying to fill by putting that hand to mouth? all the time. So just a little snippet, and look forward to hearing your thoughts and your questions. I'm so open to your questions, as I would love to spend longer on this YouTube channel really answering you guys and getting your feel for where you're at, so I know how to help guide and give you some little tips along the way. So sending you lots of love and look forward to connecting with you very soon.